Alright, let's hop in the time machine, people. Raise your hand if you remember Fox Kids Saturday mornings. Yeah, that magical block of cartoons that made you sprint to the TV in your pajamas like you were late for a flight. Now, my family had this little tradition. We'd head to Zeller's every Saturday for breakfast, bacon, eggs, and shopping carts full of things we didn't need. But here's the kicker, I'd pop a VHS, and before we left to record the morning's cartoons, one day I came home, rewound the tape. Yes, kids, rewinding was a thing. And there it was, Life of Louie, a show that stuck like maple syrup on a waffle. And the pilot, it's a Christmas special. A Christmas surprise from Mrs. Stillman. Imagine a Christmas story meets Christmas vacation, but instead of a leg lamp and electrocution, you get heartfelt moments and a dad who's like a human bulldozer in a flannel shirt. Louie Anderson narrates his childhood like he's giving a TED talk on dysfunctional yet lovable families. Louie's dad, Andy, is the grumpiest man alive. If Grumpy Cat were human, he'd still lose to Andy in a scowl off. But somehow this guy ends up being the unsung hero of the episode. Think about it, how often does a Christmas special manage to make decorating someone else's house the emotional climax? Let me tell you, I once tried to hang lights for my neighbor, and it turned into a one-man slapstick comedy. Stepping on plugs, falling off ladders, it was basically Home Alone, but with more swearing and fewer burglars. Andy and Louie, they rope in Louie's friends to sing carols and deck Mrs. Stillman's house like pros, and the result, heartwarming Mrs. Stillman. The lonely old lady in question goes from looking like a Grinch cosplayer to genuinely smiling, which is Christmas magic right there. The show's humor is surprisingly sharp for something wrapped in Christmas fluff. Andy's one-liners are a masterclass in comedic grumpiness. There's a moment where he mutters something about how putting up lights is a conspiracy to keep dads miserable. And I swear I could hear my own dad cackling from the other room. But what makes this special is the balance. For every joke about Louie's weight or his dad's stubbornness, there's a genuine moment of connection. Watching the Stillman house light up feels like wrapping yourself in a cozy blanket of nostalgia. Look, if you didn't grow up with this show, it might seem like just another animated sitcom. But trust me, it's got that secret sauce, equal parts humor and heart with a sprinkle of Christmas magic. And hey, it's got more emotional depth than most modern holiday specials that feel like they were written by an AI trained on tinsel memes. So here's my verdict. If you want a Christmas story with wit, warmth, and just enough snark to keep things spicy, cue up Life of Louie. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to untangle these lights. Mrs. Stillman isn't the only one who deserves a bright house this year.